friends, how's it going? It's me, Betty Jean. Happy Hallobean. So I did this little candy corn cut crease today. I think it's really cute, it's really pretty. It was kind of a journey to get here. I had a different plan in mind when I first went into this look and it turned into this, but I really like how this came out. And yeah, I played with some stuff on my face. I did this eye look. We chatted about things. It was a good time. Let's get on to some candy corn. Hello, it is Wednesday, September 25th. I like to say the date because I know a lot of these are pre-filmed, so just so you know where I'm at in life. I already have on my primer, foundation, concealer, powder, and cream bronzer. I tried a lot of the new Milk makeup stuff I got in PR for the first time. I tried the Hydro Grip Primer, which I really like so far. I used the Luminous Blur Stick, which I used twice now. I used this Blur Liquid Foundation, which is a matte foundation, and I am shocked that I like it as much as I do. My skin doesn't look dry at all. This is like the first time I've ever worn a matte foundation that didn't look cakey on my skin. I put on the Flex Concealer, which I've used twice now, and I really like it so far, and the Blur Powder, which I really like so far. Also my Milk Makeup Bronzing Stick, but I've had that forever. So yeah. A lot of Milk makeup today, but I wanted to play with a lot of my new things. But I figured I would do my blush, highlight, all that good stuff with you. I'm going to be dipping into the Clown Blush palette, of course. I want to do mostly yellow with a little bit of orange since we are doing a cute candy corn look today. So I'm going to dip into the yellow first. And I'm going to do majority yellow, focusing this more so everywhere. I'm excited about this look. I think it's going to be really cute. I did a candy corn like winged liner last year and I liked it. Looking back, it's okay. It's not like my best work I've ever done. But I wanted to do another candy corn kind of look. And this time we're doing a candy corn cut crease because why not? I think I'm going to use a lot of my Sugar Pill shadows for this look as well because, I don't know, I like my Sugar Pill shadows, you know? Ooh, I love my face being so yellow like this. It's gonna get toned down soon, I promise. I am gonna take my beauty sponge and pounce over things just so it meshes into my skin a bit better. Oh, I don't know why I was so scared of yellow blush. It's definitely weird and I can understand it's not everybody's favorite. And I can even see people not liking it on me. But it's just so fun. And now I'm gonna dip into that orange blush with just another angled blush brush and I'm gonna focus that on the apples of my cheeks. And then I'll blend it into the yellow with the other brush. I'm just using this brush to kind of lay things down. I think I'll put a little of this on the tip of my nose as well, so I can't not. What if I just left it like this? Oh, that would be fantastic. My blush is definitely going to be very out there crazy today because I want it to be very extra screaming yellow and orange to go with this candy corn look, by the way. You could do a lot less if you wanted it to be a little bit more wearable, which is my favorite word. Anything is wearable if you can wear it. And then I'm just going to take my beauty sponge yet again and pounce over things again. Oh, I'm just loving the way my skin looks. I have literally never used a matte foundation that looked so pretty. And I'm literally not even just saying that because it got sent to me from Milk Makeup because I really didn't expect to like it. I expected to have to take off my foundation and redo it. I picked today to test the theory because I had a little bit of time to potentially redo it if I had to. Ooh. Oh, I'm such a fan. Okay, so now my fake freckles. I have new freckle product. I finally got it in the mail last night. So I'm gonna dibble dabble some freckles. Oh, I haven't had a fresh one of these in a while. I want to be pretty freckled, specifically on my nose and right at the tops of my cheekbones. I think I've literally worn fake freckles every day for like 3 or 4 months now. It's been a long time. I just can't break the habit now. I love them so much. Gonna just put a few random ones on the rest of my face because I feel like it just helps balance things out. I like this product because if you kind of tap on it pretty quickly, they fade out really nice and disperse very sporadically. But if you let it sit for a while, then you get like those really defined dark ones. And just with each dip, you get multiple different shades because there's less product on the brush. I don't know, I just love this product with my whole heart. I will never stop buying it. I hate that this little thing is like $20, but it lasts me a couple months, so it's whatever. It's one of those things I just love. For highlight, I'm going to dip into my Milk Makeup Flex Highlight in the shade Iced. I've really been liking this. I've used it, this will be my 3rd time. And it's one of the few golds that looks pretty on my skin, I think, because it's hard to find golds that look good on my paleness. And I just felt like it would go with these highlight shades, the blush shades very nicely with the warmth. I think there's a candy corn highlighter from Bitter Lace Beauty who I've still not tried anything from yet. And I really like the idea of the candy corn highlighter, but I don't think I'm gonna get it just because I definitely don't need it, you know? I feel like my skin looks so cute like this. It might look like I have a little bit of an illness, but you know what? That can be cute. I'm gonna take my setting spray for the recently deceased from Apocalyptic Beauty. You can use my code beautbean for 15% off. I love this setting mist. It smells so good. It makes my skin look so cute. I'm just gonna do one more taparoo with my sponge and we'll start working on the eyes. I'm gonna zoom you guys in a little bit. I'm gonna prime my eye with my Sigma eyeshadow base in Ignite and we will get started. Oh, I seriously love the way my skin looks so much. I can't believe I was so scared of yellow blush. It can look so cute, and especially once like the rest of my makeup's done and my eyeshadow is all candy corned out, it's really gonna complement nicely, I think. So much more than just like a pink blush. I could have just done an orange blush, which is more like wearable for most people. I think this is gonna be really cute. And I'm gonna go to work after this and I'm gonna wear it all day. Sometimes people ask me if I wear my looks out. Like, yeah, why wouldn't I? I'm not scared. I ain't afraid of no ghosts. No, I'm just kidding. All right, priming my eye, which I was gonna do off camera, but whatever. So I'm gonna pretty much just use Sugar Pill shadows. I am gonna use the black called Bulletproof, the yellow called Butter Cupcake, the white called Taco, and the orange called Flame Point. That's pretty much gonna be it. I'm gonna take Bulletproof first, which is the black right here, and I'm just gonna start working that in the outer corner, under the lower lash line, through the crease. It's not gonna be a full cut crease, I guess I didn't specify that earlier. It's just gonna be like a half cut crease because that's my forte. I don't like a full cut crease on me. I'm not very good at it. I don't think it suits my eye shape very well. The only time I do anything that's kind of cut creasy, like full cut creasy, is when I do my giant exaggerated wing. You could argue that that looks cut creasy. But as far as like cutting an entire cut crease with concealer, it's just not my forte. I never like the way it looks on me. I don't know. Maybe I just haven't mastered it. Maybe I should practice more, but you know, I'm comfortable with my half cut creases. I love the dramatic depth of the outer corner and then the pristine cut of the inside. It's just my favorite. And I think it's just because I struggled for such a long time learning how to do a damn cut crease that now I just love doing it. Although today will be my first time in a while cutting my crease with a concealer base like my Makeup Revolution cut crease canvas. Lately I've just been always cutting it with a shimmer and using glitter glue to help me, because it makes the process so much easier. So hopefully I don't screw it all up because I like the way my makeup looks right now. I am taking this black slightly higher than my crease just so that that black does show when I do cut it. So I want that depth to be there. I probably will throw some glitter on the actual cut because I think that'll be cute and festive. All right, so where is my brush? I'm gonna take this Spectrum B06. My first brush was an e.l.f. Detail Crease brush. But I'm gonna take the Spectrum B06 and a little bit of Flame Point. I'm gonna tap it off. And I'm pretty much just gonna take this right on top of and slightly above the black. This is very similar to what I did in my glittery cut crease Halloween themed thing that I wore to Disney. Very similar, where I started with the black and then took like an orange and a yellow. The only difference is that one I also used a red and I also used a different palette. But the premise is very similar. I just want a very blown out dark crease action, especially because I want the orange on my cut crease because I want it to go from yellow, white, orange. So I'm not too afraid of having like a bunch of oranges out here either because then it'll flow super nicely. I don't know why I'm feeling so chatty today. I didn't even drink any coffee yet. Usually that's what gets me going. Maybe it's just because I've been up for a while. I went to the gym and stuff. It's the mornings that I film like first thing when I'm not too chatty. I am a morning person, but I'm not a chatty morning person, if that makes sense. I'm just not a grumpy morning person. All right, so now I'm gonna take another Spectrum B06. It's just a different color, but it's the same. I'm gonna take Butter Cupcake, that yellow, and that I'm gonna use on the tippy top of everything just to help blend things more. And I'm pretty much just gonna sit here doing this, going back and forth between different brushes until I like the way it looks. I had Zane watch Hocus Pocus for the first time because I don't think he's ever seen it, and I didn't realize that until this year. I thought he'd seen it before, and I don't know how I haven't had him watch it sooner because we've been together for many years. That is the wrong brush. That's the brush I'm using later. But he loved it, of course. It's so good. Love Hocus Pocus. And I'm dying to go to Salem more than ever now. I want to visit so bad. I'd potentially want to live there. That's one of my potential want to move to areas. I just want to move somewhere cute and cool as far as weather goes. Cool. I don't know. I'm using lots of light pressure, lots of little strokes. I'm not going in too hard. I'm not going in with a ton of product at a time. Slow and steady wins the race for me when it comes to blending blacks out. I'm going to take my beauty sponge now, and I'm going to pounce around this outside edge to help it mesh into my skin even more. I really like doing this trick. I feel like it just really helps buff things out. I love that. It looks very dark and dramatic and cute. So now I'm going to take my Makeup Revolution Cut Crease canvas. I have the shade Illustrate. They do make other shades. I don't have the white one because well, for one, it was sold out when I went to buy this one, but also I don't know. I don't love using a white eyeshadow base. I don't know why. I know it's weird, but yeah. I'm going to take a little of that on this flat brush. It's a ColourPop E3, and I like to just drag some of this across the bottom of my lid. I will look up so I can see where it transfers on my eye, and I'm basically just going to carefully follow that line and create my shape. A flat brush is super key. I say that every time, but it's really hard to do a cut crease when you don't have a flat brush. That was one of my biggest mistakes always when I was learning how to do cut creases, so I want to stress it as much as possible because once I finally realized that when I was learning, it changed everything for me. I like to go in with a little at a time too with the product. I don't like to have too much because I don't want it to get to the point where it's really wet and hard to control. Because you can always add more. This product is pretty buildable in my opinion. And I'm just going to stop it right about here where the black really begins to deepen, and that is where I will feather the orange and black together when I do that part. So I'm going to take Taco first, the white, and I have this flat brush. And I'm just going to load the white up, and I want to pop this in the center of my lid first. I feel like it's easier when you're using multiple shades to go in with the lightest and then add the deeper shades around it rather than the other way around, because sometimes it can get dark fast, and I really want this white to pop right in the center. And I'm actually going to take it pretty a lot on the majority of my middle, because I can always add those yellows and oranges on top of the white a little bit where necessary. It's hard to go backwards. And I want a lot of that yellow to flow in my inner corner and stuff like that, so not too worried about fitting an equal amount of everything on my lid. And it seems like I'm packing on a lot, and it's because I am. I just want to make sure I have plenty of blank white shadow and that I have this base set. I'm just going to flip that brush over and dip into the yellow Butter Cupcake. And I'm going to start packing that in this front little portion. And even down in my inner corner a little bit. How am I getting yellow way over here? I did not mean to do that. I might have to switch to a different white. This one seems to be getting weird on me. I don't know why. I've never had this white do weird things. I'm not going in with a ton of product at a time. I am layering it a bit, but I'm not going too ham. I will deal with that in a second though. I have this other brush now that's from SL Miss Glam. It doesn't really matter. It's just a basic eyeshadow brush. And I'm going to take some of that orange now and start popping that kind of here in this outside edge. More so focused by the black, because again, I want to leave plenty of space in the middle for that white to pop. Why are weird things happening? I don't know if you can tell on camera, but weird things are happening with these shadows. Do these shadows just not layer good on my cut crease canvas? I don't know. I'm gonna take the brush I used with the black just to kind of smush a little bit. This is weird. I might have to switch to shimmers because these mattes are not behaving right. I don't know why. All right, so let's try this again. I have a few different palettes for shimmers. I'm also gonna grab my glitter primer. Yeah, I don't know why this is doing weird things, but this looks awful, so I have to do something about it. And at this point, I don't wanna start over. So I'm just popping some of my NYX glitter primer all over my lid. And I'm gonna take Fresh from the, which one is this? The Obsessed palette from Pinky Rose. And I'm gonna take the side that I used with the white before. This is the same brush that I used to apply my glitter primer. And I'm just going to pop this white, like I was trying to do before, in the center of my eye. Yeah, maybe those Sugar Pill mattes just don't layer well on top of like a cut concealer base. I don't know, it was very odd. They weren't colors that were weird to blend together. I'm gonna take Stay Golden now from the same palette. It's a shimmery yellow. I have a mirror in my hand, so I'm not gonna put it down to show you. It's a shimmery yellow though. It's not a gold, it's like a perfect shimmery yellow. This will still give us a really good effect without ruining what I was trying to do. Yeah, this is already flowing a lot nicer. You see that? That looks so good. That's so much prettier. And for the shimmery orange, I'm gonna use that same SL Miss Glam brush, and I'm gonna take Hologram from the Kaleidos Makeup VR Neon because it's a really pretty shimmery orange that gets to die for. And that is gonna go where I was trying to put the orange before all of the chaos started. And then I'm just gonna go back in with a little bit more of Fresh to make sure that white blends in with the orange nicely. And now I'm gonna take my brush again that I used with the black, if I can find it. No additional product though, just to make sure that the shimmer and matte flow together. That looks a lot better. I feel like I need a different orange though. That one's just not like deep enough. Let me try Firefly from my Ace Beauté Flare palette. I know that this is going all over the place. I'm not sorry about it. Sometimes it just happens this way. Yeah, I like that a little bit more. I feel like that's a little bit deeper of an orange, so it flows nicer. Just gonna top that white over things a little bit again. Make sure that outside edge is flowing nicely. And this I like way better. Last couple things I wanna do is take my Honey palette from ColourPop, and I wanna take this one right here. It's called Sunburst. It's a really pretty yellowy highlighty shade, and I think that'll be cute in my inner corner. I was planning on doing this whole time, but I just thought it would be with mattes, not more shimmers. But you know what? It's okay. It is okay. And then the only other thing I really want to do is I wanted to do an ombre liner in my waterline. I'm going to take, where are they? The only orange that I really have is Torch from Urban Decay, so that's going to go out here. I'm going to pop the white pencil in the middle from NYX, it's the retractable one, and then Punch from ColourPop in the inside. I'm going to do the white first and then go in with the other two until I like it. I'm gonna do that off camera because I'm gonna be really close to my mirror. I'm gonna do the same thing to the other eye, throw on my lashes, something on my lips, and we will finish this up. All right, this is my final look. This is where we left off. I'm actually really happy that the mattes didn't work out because I really like the way these shimmers look across my lid. I'm such a shimmer person through and through. Why did I think I was gonna do an all matte look? I don't know. I know in the beginning I said I wanted to put like a glitter in my actual crease, but I decided not to do that after I was doing this side because, I don't know, I just like the way this looks, so I wanted to leave it as is. I have all three of those eye pencils in my waterline. I think it's very cool. It's just something a little different. And on my lower lashes, I went with my yellow Goodbye mascara from ColourPop just because I really wanted those yellows to shine. And yeah, my lashes are the Likely Makeup Anxious Angel lashes, and on my lips I went with the Spice lipstick from Anastasia. I don't know why I picked this lipstick. I could have gone with like a black or an orange. I don't know why I was feeling this one, but I like the way this all looks. I know it was quite a journey to get here, but sometimes that's just how it is. Sometimes you just have to open up a million palettes, play with a million different things, and just have fun. I don't want any of you to think you need all of these palettes or all of these products to recreate this. I hope this just inspires you to just kind of dip into different parts of your collection. You don't have to just have like this one specific palette to do a thing. You can just have fun, play around, put your own spin on it. As usual, if you recreate any of my looks, I would love to see them. Please make sure you tag me on Instagram. I love seeing your work. You're all so talented, and it warms my heart when you like my stuff. If you enjoyed this Hallobean video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you're not already, please hop over to my Instagram. It's beautbean. Follow me there. I post every single day, and don't forget to subscribe. I post every single day in October for Hallobean. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Okay, bye.